Hey guys, welcome back. Where's the friends here? Bringing you a last minute legend team. As soon as Ultra League swapped and I had a team in my head that I wanted to use, it was this one and it did amazing. I was stuck around like the 2900s for Catch Cup. I did not have really good, I don't know about you guys, but I did not have really good Pokemon for that. Let me know if you guys had like amazing mons for that. Like I had a Shadow Wishcast, but besides that I had really bad options. So when all cups came back, I decided to give this team a try in Ultra League, and I had a ton of fun with it. The basic idea around it is Mandibuzz and Registeel, their main jobs is to either RPS or get a shield. And if I get a shield, I'm pretty much just going to rely on my Skeledirge to try to overfarm on energy and sweep the end game. So let's get into the battles. I hope everyone else's legend run is going well. If you haven't got it by now, maybe this team will be helpful for you. So first matchup is Poliwrath. Not that good. It's pretty of a neutral matchup. Swampert comes in. At this point, I'm thinking they have triple water because they just safe swapped a water from a water lead. So I'm just going to full send Dark Pulses here. There's no reason to like bait. There's times when you run into like a Shadow Swampert, you might want to bait because Snarl is it does gather energy pretty fast, but not as fast as Mudshot. So there's not much the Swampert can do here. I know that these Mudshots aren't doing a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna keep letting these go until I can't, basically. Let's go Aerialist here because it'll be enough to knock out from this range. Yep. They come in Gyarados. See if I can make it to one move. I do. This is really good chip or a shield. It'll probably just be chip. I don't think that they'll shield this. Yeah, Poliwrath. Poliwrath is just so strong with two shields. I would let this go. It can only be an Aqua Tail or a Crunch at most. Yeah, they go for the Crunch. They don't get the debuff. That's good. I'm going to full send a Zapkin here. Try to get a debuff and then swap, I guess, because, I mean, at this point, yeah. And I do get the debuff, which is really good. I'm probably going to shield this first one. I really don't want to tank a Scald this early. Yeah. I didn't get debuffed there, so I'm actually going to full send the Disarming Voice. I would normally build up to 2 there just to be safe and to try to... Yeah. Basically just try to not have this happen pretty much. Yeah. I should have doubled up on my Disarming Voices and through rather than do what I did right there because that gave him an opportunity to catch his Switch Clock was up and mine is not. So now I'm going to have to tank an Aqua Tail and hope I can survive it. I do. I'm able to swap. I can farm this down. That's really good. Poliwrath has to throw energy here or else I get to the Zap. If I was them, I would probably undercharge this a little bit. No, I think that was I think they just... Yeah. Yeah, I get to double Disarming Voice here, I'm pretty sure. So there's not much they can do. I was really close to a Focus Blast there, but I definitely would not have thrown it. I would have went for the Zap. But I'm pretty sure he could have got like 2 or 3 more counters in there before I got to Zap Cannon, and that was probably the best play he had because I definitely needed double attacks. I'm late in on the swap here. Giratina lead, which is great. Gradient safe swap, which is fine. I was a bit late there. I was thinking in my head that my Reggie would be really useful in the back. They were just baiting it out. So kind of I should have just came in right away. Or I should have chipped and then dipped out into Registeel. But I kind of made a mistake and didn't do either of those. So now I'm kind of in a bad spot. They shielded a Focus Blast, which is fine. They're going to get to another Crunch here. Yeah, I definitely should have chipped because now we're in a bad spot. A Focus Blast is not enough to KO them from here, so they can let this go and still win Switch with just the 1 shield. I can't really afford a shield here because they're at double Body Slam for sure. So I kind of have to just come in and get energy on my Mandibuzz. And it's at a really uncomfortable health as well to where Gradient is extremely thick, so promise you I probably cannot farm this down. I'll have to throw energy at some point. Yeah, and I tank several body slams here. This is unfortunate. Yeah, I thought that they were at I thought they needed 4 there, but they only needed 3, so unfortunately I CMP tie them. I'm just gonna no bubble this. See if they'll let me get it even more farm. They do, so that's good. So I have shielded advantage. Let's see what we can do in the back. It's unfortunately a Steelix, and that is tough. So now this Giratina gets locked on my Skeledirge. I'm in a really bad spot here. I need him to no shield this, thinking I bait. He does not. So now I'm even in a worse spot. So, because the Shadow Ball is not enough to knock out here. That was why I needed it to land it instantly. Because a Disarming Voice does around, I think, like 35-40% because it's non-stab. Yeah, we're just in an all-around bad spot here. Now I have to full send the Shadow Ball, but it's... yeah, that doesn't do much. Yeah, Skeledirge isn't really known for its crazy attack. It's a pretty high defense. So now we kind of have to hope that we can get to like 5 Dark Pulses here or something. Yeah. Pray they don't have they don't get a debuff on this. Yeah, that I'm just gonna there's not much I can do there. If they didn't get a debuff, I think that may have still been winnable, just since the Giratina was so low. Dragonite lead, that's good for us. You definitely stay in here. There's no point in swapping out, because if you swap out into Skeledirge or Registeel, you're at an energy disadvantage, and they can just throw energy and then dip out. So I'm gonna stay in here. They make a really good swap. I wanted to put shield pressure on them to throw that Dragon Claw, but they just went for a catch. But I get my Registeel locked on this, so that's really good. Yeah, I'm about to make a mistake right here. I'm gonna try to undercharge this, but I definitely undercharge it too much. I've always had this issue where I try to undercharge for Tapu Finis, but you never know if you're going to run into someone with a good IV Tapu Fini they traded for, or with like a standard one that they just got from raiding. So if they have a standard one, you definitely want to go for like a nice, or like even like a really, really low great. But if they have a good IV one, you definitely want to go for like a great so that it doesn't knock them out. We're probably going to get sniped here now because of that. No, I'm able to get to the move. That's amazing. My opponent definitely lost a turn there, so they didn't sneak. Because I'm pretty sure they should have gotten a Dragon Breath off there. So now we're in a really commanding spot. We have... I'm going to use both shields here and just take the energy advantage. I'm guessing they're either weak in the back or they're neutral. So I'm lucky that that Incinerate knocked out too. It's a Registeel in the back. Yeah, this is a very... I ran into this team more last season than this season. The Shadow Dragonite, Tapu Fini, Registeel core. It just... Since Poliwrath got a huge buff, I just haven't seen this team as much. It just doesn't do as well. But I still love to run this team either way that they're running. So a really good thing I did right there that I guess if you're not aware of this, definitely take note. When the last mon is a Registeel and they have a shield advantage, you should definitely save whichever Pokemon you have. I also get denied there, which is unfortunate. You should definitely save whatever Pokemon you have that can do the most amount of damage after the Regi builds up to like a ton of energy. So if it's your first Pokemon and they're dealing more damage to the Regi, build up until they're at Focus Blast and swap out. And if it's the other way around, then just swap out immediately so you can deal as much damage as possible and make them throw energy. Stunfisk lead, very bad, very bad. Had to swap immediately into Skeledirge. This is not good. Both attacks do super effective to me, so I'm kind of just hoping they swap out at some point and give me an energy lead. Yeah, they do. That's really good. You know, honestly, they were ahead a little bit right there. They could have even thrown more energy, because now their Jelly's kind of in a bad spot to where, for some reason, they're throwing Surf here. If I was them, I definitely would have thrown at least the extra Hex. They may have CMP tied, but I still would have thrown the extra Hex just to threaten the Shadow Ball. I kind of over-tapped there, which is unfortunate, but I'm still able to get to the move, which is very good. They shielded, that's fine. I just got both shields from them. I got denied there again. The game has been so... I don't know about you guys, but for me, I've lost so many sneaks when in particular when coming in to a matchup. I've had so many denials. So they decided to swap out because they don't want to get farmed down, which is great for me because that means I get to knock out the Galarian Stunfisk instantly, which is amazing. I don't want to see this thing at all. They come back into the Jelly, so I'm like, what is it, a Greedent back there? Or like a Water type? Another Water type? I don't want to really get farmed down here, and they're going to farm me down before I farm them down, so I'm just going to throw the Focus Blast when I'm at my lowest health to prevent the next Mon from getting energy. And it's a Trevenant, so GG. They had no chance there. Oh, I decided to throw in one game with Air Slash just to kind of show everyone the both sides of Mandibuzz, which is really good here because the Air Slash damage is definitely adding up to where Snarl is a low damage but high energy generating move, while Air Slash is more of a high damage but low energy generating move. Hence why everyone's running Steel Wing right now on Skarmory, because Steel Wing is such a high generating energy fast attack. So this is kind of just really neutral for both of us because they're doing neutral damage to me the whole time with these Dragon Tails, but I'm resisting all their charge attacks. Crunch and Earthquake do virtually nothing to me, especially from a Pokemon with extremely high defense. So pretty sure I'm able to take this lead off them. I don't see a reason. They decided to not throw a move right there so they can get more farm, but I'm just going to pivot regardless. And they're double weak in the back to Reggie, so at this point, unless they do some crazy catch, I think this is just GG. Yeah, I'm going to call it Acid Spray here because that's, yeah, it's just always, it's literally like textbook, I'm a Tentacruel user, I'm going to bait against the Reggie. That's literally 90% of them that I run into, they always want to bait on the first one. Unless it's like on lead or something, they always want to bait with Acid Spray. The only reason they really win this, okay, I go for a nasty catch myself, and this is just, I would top left if I may have even closed the app if I was then. Like, this is so over. My Reggie's still in the green. Yeah. I'm considering cleaning this game up with my Skeledirge, but they decided to shield there, which is really, really weird. They swap out because they didn't want to get perma debuffed, which that makes sense. Maybe that was the reason. Maybe they were just trying to either save that for a catch themselves or stop themselves from getting perma debuffed. I get another catch on them. This is just, at this point, I just am feeling bad. One, Shadow Ball is not going to be enough here, so I'm going to shield one. Since no matter what, they're going to make it to another one, so I decide I'm going to shield one here. Yeah, they're pretty much in one Incinerate downrange, and Timer just came up. Yeah, and that's GG. All in all, I had a really fun time with this team. If I had to give advice on which moveset to run on the Mandibuzz, I would definitely say Snarl. When I was up in like the mid 31, high 3100s, that was when I decided to swap over to Air Slash. I just wanted to showcase that a little bit because it really depends what you're running into at your specific elo. If you're Ace pushing Veteran, if you're Veteran pushing Expert, and let's say you're running into a ton of Poliwrath leads or Fighter leads, you know, try Air Slash out. It's not the worst thing. That's what I did, and I won a lot of matches because of it. I ran into, like, I'm not joking you, like I think 7 Poliwrath leads in a row, and I won all of those games just because I was able to take that matchup so commandingly. But for the most part, I would say run Snarl, because I did that only lasted up until I got to like 3150, and then it started, the meta changed again, and people were running Giratina lead, people were running Cresselia lead, and it wasn't effective to have that Air Slash as much as it would be to have that Snarl. So I ended up swapping back, and it's just all around makes Mandibuzz more annoying, which is what you want at the end of the day. You want your Mandibuzz to be really annoying, and you want your Registeel to be really annoying, and you want Skeledirge to kind of just clean up when someone's annoyed and gives up a shield because they're trying to take some sort of advantage. But all in all, I had fun. Let me know how your guys' legend push is going, or if you're not even going for legend, that's still fine. If you're just pushing the next elo, that's also okay. Yeah, let me know how you guys are doing, and thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time.